And so you've got to imagine who you want that future is and start telling yourself that story and start asking yourself just really detailed questions. And that's one of the things that's in the book. So as a part of the process, I asked lots of questions. I like to ask questions. So I asked lots and lots of questions about, tell me more about this future. Tell me more about this future. And hopefully through that, and so I'm not giving answers. It's up to you because you will build your future. You answer those and kind of build out what that story is about your future.
Now, I did answer. I answered all the questions in the book, but we won't go into me because I don't think that's what I'm here for. But there's a lovely thing about the backcasting process, and I think that's a good place to start next. And there is a lovely graphic in the book, and for someone who is so sort of graphical in the way they explain things, it was interesting to find there wasn't that many pictures. And I know people will be saying, "Oh, Mark needs pictures in the book and all that now," but there's a lovely picture, and hopefully we'll pop it up in this video. But just explain to the viewers at home the kind of whole process with the backcasting process.
Definitely. So the idea, again, so the first step is to say you're going to make your future, start thinking about that story, tell that story. That story is really important. So that's that future you. And then in the graphic, we start talking about, well, what are the things that are going to propel you out into that future? What are those forces, those future forces that will propel you? Well, the first step is you got to figure out who your people are. Say, well, who are your people? And who's our team? Who's our squad? Who's our people, right? And this could be your friends, your family. It could be people in your business, but these are the people who are really going to work with you to get you to that future. And that's where the story is really important, because you'll go and tell people that story and have conversations with them about that story. And then maybe they won't agree with it 100%. And that's great. And you'll have a conversation, you'll refine it. You'll refine that story. Also, one of the things that people have told me has been really successful with the book and the process is it also helps to identify those toxic people in your life. And we all have them. And those are the people, we know who they are. They take your energy away. They say, oh, that'll never happen. You can't do that. Great. Get rid of them. Don't listen to them.
What happens if you can't? I remember this bit precisely, and I really thought about this. What happens if those toxic people are your boss, or someone in the family, or how do you get rid of those if they're intrinsic to your life at the moment? Is it possible?
It is possible, because you need to get rid of them mentally. So I don't mean, Mark, you have to jettison them from your life at all. So we've all had those folks, right? I think they're not the one. So I think for you, much like that, the mental model of saying the present you, the past you, and the future you, and you need to kind of think about, okay, this is the future me. This is where I want to go. You then want to go and identify your people. So to know that that person is not going to help you. So when that person says, oh, you can never do that, it doesn't matter. They're not your people. They're not there. They're not going to propel you forward.